again. But my, oh my, Brig looked good. No harm in looking, so long as she didn't think about throwing all her chips in the pot. "Good to see you." She walked out the door. He didn't give her much room, and her shoulder brushed his muscular chest. He smelled like musk and soap, definitely all man. A smoldering warmth started in the pit of her stomach. Move faster, sister. It was still dark outside this early in the morning, but the city lights illuminated the sidewalk. "Wait." Brig released the door and jogged to her side. Claire took some calming breaths, trying to center herself. She needed another yoga class. Brig touched her arm, and no amount of breathing could prevent her from noticing how good his touch felt. It was like Rocky Road ice cream in a waffle cone on a hot Texas day. Claire turned to him. He stared at her with those bright blue eyes, and she wanted to trip on her Kate Spade stilettos and see if he caught her. She hated being short, so she always wore the tallest heels she could get away with. She was a powerful, career-driven woman, and the lift bolstered her confidence. Brig wasn't as tall as Knox or Brady or some of her other burly clients, who most likely had some form of gigantism. He was about 5'11", the perfect height in her book. Instead of feeling small and looked down upon, she felt protected by his tough manliness. "Stop it, Claire. You're not going there." She waited for him to say something. He was the one who'd chased her down and called for her to wait, right? A muscle worked in his jaw as he looked down at his hand on her arm and then back into her eyes. "Everything about you is so perfect," he said softly. Claire arched an eyebrow, trying to look at ease while her heart was slamming against her chest. How could she resist him? He was flawless in her eyes, and he'd just said she was perfect. He reeled her in like she was a guppy on a hook large enough to ensnare a 1,000-pound marlin. He released her arm and jammed a hand through his hair. As he mussed his hair and studied the pavement, it melted her heart that this military man could be so affected by her. She loved his gray hair. It set him apart. She loved his calm persona and confidence even more than his looks, and that was really saying something because his looks were flawless in her mind. "Things don't come out right when I'm around you," he muttered. Claire was ecstatic that he'd just admitted that. So the tough, fine-looking bodyguard has a weakness? Dang, she shouldn't have said that. It was like she was egging him on. Brig's slow smile did funny things to her stomach. "Yeah, you're definitely my weakness." She returned his smile. It thrilled her that she threw him off his game. He was a stud from his head to his toes. Confidence and ability radiated from him, and he'd just said she was his weakness. Oh, help. She had to step back or she might do something really stupid, like ask him out. Everybody has to have one, you know? Like Superman and Kryptonite. She spun on her heels and headed toward the crosswalk. "See ya!" Flinging her hand up, she ground her teeth in frustration when she noticed the traffic light had turned green, and the crosswalk had a solid red hand. Glancing over her shoulder, she saw Brig striding deliberately to her side. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Say no. Be strong. Oh, good night. I love a confident man. He's too stinking appealing for my own good. Claire ignored him as he came so close his arm brushed hers, and that musky man smell swirled in her nostrils. Yum. Forget breakfast. She only wanted Brig. No. She needed to move. The downtown Dallas street was quiet this early in the morning. Maybe she should ignore the red signal, dart across the intersection, and pray she didn't get tagged by some errant vehicle. "Kryptonite hurts, Superman. I don't think you'd hurt me," he said in a low rumble. Claire couldn't resist turning.